Reading and discovering literature is about opening up your imagination's eye to the human identity and determining what kind of grown-ups the world is filled with out there. The grown-ups that are not my parents or the teachers at school. You know, the ones that were legally required to babysit you and foster your development. Learning, even reading fiction about other people's lives, it gives you a glimpse into other people's imaginations and what people make of the human identity and the human condition and what's at stake with us emotionally, which is what determines our behavior. I notice that in today's society we have that problem, not understanding how to deal with grown-ups that are not your parents or the teachers at school, which is why there's so much crime and corruption, you know, alcoholic people, drug users, and abusive parents, and high divorce rate. It all comes from not understanding how the grown-ups in the room are not your parents or teachers at school. We're not really good at protecting people from toxic attitudes. That's why people mess with you. For instance, there are people who believe that my annual income is something that I shouldn't have to share with anyone else. It's rightfully mine, so don't you dare go taxing me on it. Well, your annual income from your job is not the same as receiving an allowance from your parents. Okay, that's not what kind of transaction that is. The only reason that, you know, that your annual income has any value is because it comes from other adults out there in society that are not your parents or teachers at school, because you're sharing this economy with someone else. If you lived on a desert island all by yourself, you could have all the money in the world, but it wouldn't be worth anything, because you're not sharing this with your economy with anyone else. See, there's a lot of toxic behavior from which you have to protect yourself out there, that you have to learn on the fly and determine what kind of grown-ups I'm dealing with, and reading literature and expanding your mind helps you do that. There's only one God who sympathizes with how dark and scary it gets out there when you leave the protective bubble, and what kind of help you need. Psalm 55. Listen to my prayer, O God. Do not ignore my cry for help. Please listen and answer me, for I am overwhelmed by my troubles. My enemies shout at me, making loud and wicked threats. They bring trouble on me and angrily hunt me down. My heart pounds in my chest. The terror of death assaults me. Fear and trembling overwhelm me, and I can't stop shaking. Then skipping down to verse 16. But I will call on God, and the Lord will rescue me. Morning, noon, and night I cry out in my distress, and the Lord hears my voice. He ransoms me and keeps me safe from the battle waged against me.